Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of New Wave Monster Mash. I am always Andre Delano, joined by a very special guest, Benjamin Harland.
Andre Delano, it is an AWOL reunion
It took 4 years, but we're back.
Here on the commentary table, we are both far bolder than we were before.
I know, it was a risk over there in winter, but we're there.
But of course, earlier today, picked up a win, love of money in the bin. Right, but now, enough about that. We're in the second half of New Wave Wrestling West Midlands Monster Mash, and we are about to have one hell of a contest to bring us back between two of the best female talents in the country.
Don't rub your eyes, that is not Patrick Bateman. Lucia Lee is here.
I commonly mistake them. I'm always watching American Psycho and thinking, is that Lucia Lee?
I get confused. It scares me though, I can't watch it.
Of course, speaking to Lucia Lee earlier today, self-proclaimed / Morgan Webster's favourite wrestler.
She is.
Allegedly.
Is that an actual axe? Is that legal in wrestling?
I really hope it's not an actual axe.
I mean, we should. Hopefully the ref confiscates the maybe not real axe. It is Lucia Lee. I think she loves Huey Lewis in the News.
Now this, Andre, incredibly exciting. A New Wave West Midlands debut.
We love a good debut.
We love a good debut. And here she is, the Maiden of Metal.
Making her New Wave West Midlands debut, the Maiden of Metal. This is Rayne
Rayne Leverkusen, one of the fastest rising stars in all of British wrestling. Of course, just recently coming back off of knee surgery, a torn ACL took her out, but she has not missed a step since coming back, embroiled in a very heated feud over at Hustle with their champion Tate Mayfair, took him to the absolute limit, 25 minutes in her first match back.
You know, one knee, that's incredible for one match, but how can she go against Lucia Lee? Also someone who's had a few problems with her knee, but both women trying to put something together here tonight at New Wave.
Absolutely, and to my knowledge, this is a first-time meeting between Lucia Lee and Rayne Leverkusen, and we're lucky enough to host it here. Excuse me. We're lucky enough to host it here at Monster Mash. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Profess.
You did. We got there in the end. Bell has rung. And a show of respect by Lucia Lee.
Oh, we love some of that. Kicking off match 5, some sisterly love. Lucia Lee going straight into the waistlock. We can really expect almost a feeling out process here to start off. Like I said, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, fans, that this is a very first time meeting in a singles capacity for Rayne Leverkusen and Lucia Lee. They're going to need to feel out what's going on between the two. They're both absolutely stellar competitors, however, don't typically run in the same circles.
No.
So a lot of study will have had to go on here for both of these girls in order to make sure they know exactly what they're coming into tonight. We've reached a little bit of a stalemate here.
They both have great rise in the industry, both in parallels though, never once. At least I haven't checked Cage Match. I should check Cage Match. I will later on.
I don't know how accurate Cage Match is.
Nah, I'm on there still.
Looking for a test of strength here, and to be fair, to call a test of strength, I'd argue we're quite even. Again, another stalemate. Showing we are very even keel here to kick us off.
If you squint your eyes, they do look the same person. I think it's the hair.
Maybe it's the hair.
Yeah. Luckily, we have 20/20 vision. Well, I do.
I do not.
No.
I certainly do not.
So yeah, testing the knee out. Remember, I did say struggling this year on a knee, but looking to bounce back.
Absolutely, both girls just recently coming back from a knee injury there. Lucia Lee looking backslides.
2 count.
2 count there. Standoff once again.
And almost got you. The expression Lucia had.
Of course, already tonight 4 incredible matches, if I didn't say so myself.
We did. I think you were involved in one of them.
Bronco Brendan White defeating Has Hype in our opener. We had MJ Grayson and Jay Joshua in an unreal hard-hitting affair. Speaking of hard-hitting,
Just a 2 count.
Lucia Lee, pinpoint accuracy on the back of the neck of Rayne Leverkusen.
The commentator's curse.
Absolutely. Oh, I've been the victim of commentators' curse many a time.
I may have cursed you earlier on today, but we won't talk about that one yet. Another stalemate by Rayne and Lucia. Another show of respect.
There it is.
Yeah.
You got it.
I was waiting for this.
You really had to wonder when one of these girls would try something like that. Lucia Lee now back on top. Beautiful kick up.
Dodging the kick, going from behind. I was onto the rope. Drop kick to the knee.
Takes out that knee. Spinning heel kick. Lucia Lee on the knees.
Just a 2 count.
Wonderful ring awareness there. Lucia Lee not only kicking out, grabbing the ropes. She knows exactly where she is in that ring. Rayne Leverkusen now in control here. The first time we've really seen anybody take a lot of control in the early going of this match. Slips the back, Rayne sent into the corner.
Lovely up and over. Straight to the corner, back elbow straight into the face of Lucia Lee. Britt drags her to the center.
Absolutely, potentially looking. Suplex, Lucia Lee not having any of it, backing up. Full run into the corner, looking for that spin kick.
Meet in the middle.
I've been on the receiving end of that spin kick many a time. Probably the reason I don't have 20/20 vision.
That's a good point. It does knock you senseless. I'm lucky to never been on the end of the kick. Meet in the middle once again. Very, very even contest.
Oh, there it is.
There's See the Baddie.
There it is. That's the Lucia Lee I know. Shoulder tackle taken down. Rayne nipping up again. Lucia taking more of an aggressive stance now as we go into here. You've got to think frustration's got to come into play. I've wrestled Lucia Lee many a time. She is absolutely one of the toughest. Saito suplex there. Absolutely one of the toughest wrestlers, male, female, non-binary, that I've ever been in the ring with. But if she is prone to anything, she is prone to frustration. However, before I get that commentator's curse, it does seem to be working in her favour right now.
No curse. She seems to be. Maybe she wants to break the curse. This could be it.
Potentially looking. Stranglehold there.
Beautiful stretch.
Knee in the curvature of the back. Rayne Leverkusen looking to power out now.
As you said about frustration, we've already seen a bit of a break of frustration twice by Lucia. I think stomping on the toes. She can't get Rayne down. If she can.
Oh!
There's
your commentator's curse.
I'm so
Andre
sorry.
Delano. If that's not taking you down, nothing will. Straight back into the stranglehold. You see, Lucia Lee has a plan here, and it is to ground Rayne Leverkusen. Like I said earlier on, they are quite evenly matched power-wise.
They are.
These two
We've
wrestlers.
seen it already in this match so far.
Absolutely, we've seen it already. Shoulder tackle for shoulder tackle. But right now, Lucia Lee looking to ground Rayne Leverkusen. Rolling through on the stranglehold there. Potentially looking lung blower. Caught.
Okay.
Here we go, looking full Boston Crab potentially.
Storm's End, I believe she calls it.
Lucia Lee just not allowing it. 3 hard kicks to the chest there.
It's a small package.
Small package pin. Out we come. And the lung blower connects. Knocks Rayne Leverkusen also out of sorts. Hook in the leg. Almost a cocky cover there from Lucia Lee. You saw
Lackadaisical.
hook in the leg, not covering the shoulders. It's little things like that that you need to make sure you're doing in a match with someone the caliber of Rayne Leverkusen.
Easily could have put her away for a 3 count. I think Rayne, a very, very tough competitor, but 2 knees to the face. 2 Lucia knees to the face. That's called her. I tried.
How much is she paying you for this?
Not enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I bet.
It's Pun City over here.
I bet. The tide has firmly shifted in the favour of the cult classic.
Big attitude change.
Absolutely.
Right into the quads.
Hard kick there. We saw earlier on, come on Stoke-on-Trent, a nice friendly Lucia Lee. We are not getting that right now.
This is the Lucia Lee you will see on Twitter, now known as X.
Lucia now fireman's carry lift. Rayne Leverkusen seems to just have an answer for everything that Lucia Lee is bringing now. Could be looking for that spin kick we saw earlier. Doesn't connect again. Rayne really needs to take advantage here. And she does.
Big German suplex.
Huge German suplex.
And a headbutt. Down goes Lucia Lee.
Running headbutt, torpedo Moscow-esque. From Rayne Leverkusen, really needs to take advantage there now. This is the first time in several minutes that we have seen Rayne Leverkusen take control in this match.
She's scowling at Lucia Lee right now.
Wouldn't you if you got kicked that hard?
No, valid point.
Beautiful T-bone suplex.
But this is all on Lucia.
The momentum brings Lucia back to her feet, looking for Storm's End again.
Locking it
Here
in.
it is, Lion Tamer. Lucia Lee trying to grab everything she possibly can. You saw there, she's reaching for the rope, she's reaching for the
fingertip
gear.
away from the rope. The
And
crowd,
we
the
know
crowd
what the
making
crowd
attention.
want to see here. Oh, rolling through into a knee bar. Wonderful. Rayne Leverkusen, incredibly smart, getting straight over to that rope.
Lucia doing her homework, knowing Rayne's knee injury, targeting the knee on the submission just then. Luckily for Rayne, she was near the ropes. Any longer in that would have spelled disaster.
Absolutely. Lucia Lee, almost a submission specialist in wrestling, of course. One of her signature moves, a cattle mutilation. Discus forearm there. Sent out to the apron. Rayne blocked. Huge shot from Lucia Lee. Oh, and a double head kick. Sends both women spilling to the outside.
Another stalemate. This time, meeting of the minds.
This has truly been mirror image 50-50. As far as offense, almost as far as style goes here.
Very similar, wrestlers themselves.
100%. We saw earlier on quite similar styles in the match with MJ Grayson and Jay Joshua.
Very hard to do.
You're seeing it again here. But right now, the momentum is really going to swing in favor of whoever gets in the ring first. But
I don't think they want to get in the ring, Ben.
no, but they need to be careful here. Referee calls it a 7. They need to be paying full attention to this on the outside. But nobody wants this to end in a double count out, and I guarantee that Lucia Lee and Rayne Leverkusen don't either. They're at a
Both
9
realising.
and both roll straight back into the ring there.
Mirror imaging themselves.
We are in a hockey fight. Hockey fight at this point. Seems like Rayne just eking the upper hand here. There we go. Like I said, the scowl on the face of Rayne, the scowl
Both a bunch of mean girls.
on the face of Lucia, absolutely. Page 1 of the burn book.
On Saturdays, we wear red on our skin. That's what they're saying right now. I've seen Mean Girls once.
Seen the musical? Awful.
No, never.
Awful.
Love Lindsay Lohan.
I tell you,
Nevertheless,
this match ain't no
Big
musical
enziguri.
for these girls. Enziguri. Spin kick there, ducked. Roundhouse.
to the back.
Headbutt. Oh, and a standing axe kick
That's a
from Lucia Lee.
very unique maneuver.
Rayne Leverkusen's equilibrium all out of sorts. Beautiful.
Into a
Matrix
cutter.
cutter. Hook of the leg here, deep cover. Lucia Lee able to kick out.
Okay, she's shown previously at New Wave here at the West Midlands with a match against Brendan White. She is able to withstand a lot of damage from her opponent, especially Brendan White. The two calibers here completely different. Rayne Leverkusen is not a Brendan White. However, she has built to this resiliency, knowing how to kick out of his matches. So she's not going to give up that easily.
Just managing to slide the back there. Lucia Lee taking advantage. Oh!
That's going to jar your spine.
Shades of Nigel McGuinness, Saito suplex. Rayne just managing to stagger to one knee. Could be Shining
Shining
Wizard.
Wizard.
The Sugar Shane Helms classic.
It's time.
Cover here. I've got to say though, Lucia Lee seemed shocked. It was another lackadaisical cover. These are the things you need to pay attention to.
Needs to lean in, take both legs. We saw it earlier with Joe Blazer playing up to the crowd.
Absolutely, and it cost him a loss to Violet Knight earlier. What could this be here? Jumps down, potential.
Storm's End again.
Storm's End. And Lucia Lee
She's got no choice. She's got no choice.
The Maiden of Metal in her New Wave West Midlands debut picks up the win against a valiant Lucia Lee.
By submission, Rayne Leverkusen!
What a debut for Rayne Leverkusen at New Wave West Midlands.
It may be a debut at New Wave West Midlands, but it is certainly not her first rodeo in that ring. Rayne Leverkusen, an incredibly important. Oh, hey. Gotta say, Rayne Leverkusen the winner. You take nothing away from the efforts of Lucia Lee. Sportsmanship shown here.
Respect from the start to the end. A lovely display from the both of them.
Two absolutely incredible talents.
Definitely will not be the last you see of both of these women at the Indie Club.